is the UAAP Season 76 Men's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends.
You're watching our game of the week in the UAAP Season 76 Men's Volleyball Tournament. First round matchup and the finals rematch between NU and FEU. And NU is on top 2-0. We're taking a look at some of the highlights. National University showing us a variety of offensive sets. Vince Mangulabnan doing an excellent job of distributing the ball. FEU have their moments. Kaya lang, they have been playing with a lack of effort, a lack of heart. Yun ang pinoint out ni head coach George Pascua. So let's see kung mabubuhay itong FEU Tamaraws dito sa set number 3 as we take a look at these statistics. NU just dominating FEU on spiking 17-10. At nakikita natin yung unforced errors, 8 para sa FEU, 6 lamang para sa NU.
Grabe yung opensa ng NU doon sa second set. Nag-init na, no? And they lead the league in that department. Now, one stared down fight na rin. With a smirk on his face.
Now look at the demeanor of the NU players on their side. They're playing or facing perhaps their biggest challenge here in this season so far, a finals rematch, and they seem unfazed.
Relax pang.
I mean, we're playing at a big venue here. Walang pinagbago sa laro ng NU eh. The intensity is there, the confidence most especially is there.
Parang di na-rattle. Wala, talagang natural yung flow ng laro dito sa boys nitong NU. For the side of FEU, yung napansin ni Coach George Pascua, wala yung intensity, no? Wala yung puso sa ginagawa. And it does reflect on how these boys are performing on the floor. Look at De La Calzada. You'd normally see these guys just really pumped up and, you know, getting the game on, their game face on. Pero ngayon, mukhang kulang yung pinapakita nitong FEU Tamaraws.
Silenced yung FEU Tamaraws. But as I say that, De La Calzada hitting it from the back row and gives FEU their first point here in set number 3.
You know, the team captain, as the team captain, you gotta get your teammates on the same page, all of them on the floor.
Doc, at the start of this game, we pointed out the weaknesses of both teams. NU, the worst digging team in the league. As in sa statistics, they are at the bottom. And I find that unusual for a team that is unbeaten. Yeah. So how does FEU exploit that weakness?
You gotta first get through the block. That's the main thing, you know. That's why sometimes even if you're really poor in defense, but if you don't really have to work that hard on the floor, because you get to check everything that's up on the net. So that could be the scenario right there. But if you're FEU, kalimutan mo naman yung weakness ng kalaban. Ang isipin mo yung lakas na pinapakita ng kalaban. So there's some strategies that you can go to, like hitting it off the block, more combination plays. Of course, you gotta start with a good reception. Pag sa reception pa lang, hindi ka na naka-perform or naka-produce, wala nang kasunod yun na magandang play like this one. So hard to go up against the #1 blocking team without a good play to back it up, ano? So talagang mahirap.
And this is very unlike FEU to be having problems with their reception.
You know, dito single-handedly covers De La Calzada.
And there have been a lot of instances like that, single block lamang. And nasa stop na ng NU itong FEU.
And for the attacker, De La Calzada, that is so demoralizing, you know. Isa na nga lang hindi ko pa napalusutan ng bola.
And Inaudito is not really one of the taller players on this NU team.
Inaudito gets called for his third, I believe, net touch of the match.
Let's verify that right here. Yep. His arm definitely on the tape of the net right there.
Minsan kasi sa taas tumalo ng mga tao, gusto nang kuhanin yung bola sa kabila eh.
Flying in was Tolentino. Trying to get a little bit cute there.
I know. Well, he knew that it was the last touch, no? So, sabi niya, kailangan ma-point ko pa rin to kahit na set lang. Yun nga naman, no?
Bit in eh.
What? Imagine if it did roll over and he got the point. Well, that's his style, eh, no? Talagang may flair. Ooh. I think that ball was actually on its way out. Palabas na eh. Dahil miss-hit from Inaudito. Oh. Pero ayun, nakuha pa rin ni Faita rin.
Now here's something unusual from the side of Coach George, Doc. Refugia is not starting here in this third set. It's Villegas.
Sometimes coaches do that. They just want to change it up. Give a new look.
But even though they made some adjustments, NU still leading them here at the start of the third, 8-4.
This is the UAAP Season 76 Men's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends.
Patuloy pa rin ang pamamayagpag ng National University Bulldogs kontra sa FEU Tolentino with a freebie right there.
Tolentino again using his big volleyball skills. Kita mo, close fist, knuckle fist yung attack niya doon sa free ball na yon.
Peter Torres, he had his moments but he hasn't had to exert too much. And that to me is surprising. Because coming into this match, I was really expecting na ilalabas talaga ng NU and FU yung kanilang A-game here in their last match for both these teams here in the first round.
You know, dito nang gigil na dito eh. yung gigil na talagang yung side spin, hindi niya napuruhan yung contact sa bola.
And he gets another chance that time going down the line.
Sabi niya, hindi pala napuruhan ha. Ito, tignan niyo. Solid. Look at this, solid. Down the line. Ang bilis ng bola. Hindi natin nakita kung saan nagland.
9-5 now in favor of NU. Villegas really had to go low for that set. Tolentino!
Look at that. Two blockers of FEU fooled by the offense of NU. And that's Fuentes. That's Fuentes commanding two blockers. Wala na. Tolentino, solo flight. Sigurado puntos yun.
Fuentes, known for his running attack. FEU wary of that. Oh, three blockers there.
Sarado.
Mangulapnaan to Fuentes. That time, they really went to him.
Yeah. And if you're Mangulabnan, you want to think, all right, Fuentes, I'm going to reward you for a good job in that previous play. Make sure you get past these two blockers. Sinabi niya na eh, he's going to give it to Fuentes. After that free ball crossed the net, he already told Fuentes, it's going to you, man.
That's just leadership right there by Mangulapnan. Floor general. The engine of the NU offense.
Exactly. I like the way you put it. That's the engine right there, the setter. That's gonna give all the signals where's the kumbaga sa sasakyan, like what you said, all the next piston that will fire is gonna be coming from him.
I think he's more vocal this year as compared to last year.
Wasn't he vocal enough last year? He's more vocal now.
Pero ngayon may mga gestures na siya.
Yeah, tama. Medyo nahihiya pa last year.
No, kasi sophomore pa lang siya last year eh.
Come on, with a crown under your belt.
Siyempre, ibang level na siya. He's got to step it up.
Yeah. Oh, nice block. This could be a turning point right here. Dolor. And this is how FU moves on the floor whenever they have a
reaction.
Oh, that's how they react. With energy na nawala kanina nung first two sets.
When you block a guy like Paglinawan, whom like you mentioned, dati nilang kasama sa FEU, di ba?
Yeah.
Oh! What an adjustment
Wow.
there by Tolentino.
Oh, paano niya nailusot yun? Doon ka oh! But another point for FEU. See, they're now moving very actively on the floor. Look at this. With the left hand going outside, he gets it across. Ito, Paglinawan wasn't ready. And he... 2 touches pa ang tinawag. Let's see if they can get the point back.
That time going down the line was Tolentino.
Oh.
Villegas could not recover in time.
That's right. And Villegas thought Dolor was gonna pick it up already.
And now, Refugia will come back in. Bautista will also check in for De La Calzada.
Refugia, let's see if the time on the bench did him some good. You know, trying to get a different perspective at the game.
13-8 now. Here in set number 3. Refugia back set up top. Barica getting denied.
But Paglinawan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Binawian.
that's the second time he's done that to Barica. And he's going up single hand with a block, and look at him just stare at Barica.
And you hate to be on the other side of the net with a guy smiling at you like that.
All right, see, these combination plays, these fast plays are more effective for FEU. If you're gonna set up a very, very regular play, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get through the blockers of Envy.
Greg Dolor, one of the few bright spots for FEU here in this match. Getting an ace right there.
Ito, humahabol na itong FEU. Only down by 4 points.
Remember, FEU against UE trailed.
Yeah,
2-0.
that's true.
Nagising sila,
That's
and then they
true.
were able to sweep the remaining sets to avoid an upset loss.
Who knows? Maybe they're programmed to play 5 sets each and every game.
Well, alam mo, Doc, looking at the results of all the matchups of FEU, these are not easy wins, huh?
Oh yeah. Ito na, tamo, another single block. Binawian si Paglinawan, and he gets jeered on by the whole FEU team. Ayan, see? Bautista gets that block of Paglinawan.
FEU has only had one straight set victory, which was against Ateneo. Paglinawan.
Oh,
And the drop ball works.
and that's just the versatility of Paglinawan. Has been blocked every time when it's those power hits. This time he gives him a drop shot. And sayang, yung dig ni Refugia was perfect. Pero yung second touch ang nagkulang. Ooh.
Ace for Rayson Fuentes. And we head into this technical timeout with the Bulldogs on top 16-11.
This is the UAAP Season 76 Men's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends.